Welcome to your urgent message for your upcoming week. First, we want to draw 3 cards from this deck, and then I move into the piles and we drew additional cards to see what is coming up in your life right now and what to prepare for or what to expect. So we have this one, and this one. First, we have atoms. Our second pile is gravity. And our third pile is outer core. I leave this video running for a moment so that you can choose your pile. If you have different piles that are attractive to you, just trust your intuition, because often we have different spaces in our life where we need some information or what is coming up, and just trust your own intuition, what is appealing to you and which kind of reading you want to jump in. So let's see what will come up for your upcoming week. Welcome, pile 1. You chose atoms. And this card is reminding us that everything is built from the same place. So that's like reminding you that you are building the life that you really want, and maybe that's what's coming up now. We see where this is heading. We'll see the message of the cards. The first message, of course we choose different. No, that's not the right one. And I guess these are the right ones. Yes. So we'll see. So there we have the cards of we have at one hand the owls, and this can mean there is conversation coming up about something that will give you the next phase of your roots, and it's in motion already. So that seems to be like something is already in building mode, so to speak. I guess there was something coming up in your life that created a little bit of stress in this last week, or in the last phase of your life, because it was about how to ground yourself and grow healthy into the heavens at the same time. And there was a longing for something that gives you a little bit of security and grounding and healthy growth, and at the same time to give you something that is worth even traveling, That's where you build your life on right now. And it's interesting because this card shows that there are these balls in the flow of the water, and this person is standing in a boat collecting all of these bowls and these balls. And that's interesting, because that's the building that are the building blocks this person is collecting out of this ocean. And that's really beautiful, because it's like the building blocks are everywhere, and they are seemingly in the place of water. So it is about your emotions. It's about the building blocks that come up if you take all of your pieces that where you are drawn to. Take all of these and create something with it. And that's what's in the process right now. So you don't, you are already in this process. And I guess if you know what I'm talking about, that's the right reading for you, because something happened that got you in this place where you are in this boat and now collecting all of these pieces to build on. So we want to see where this is leading. Oh, I want to have a dragon card. I love to have a dragon card. So let's see where this is leading. I think this is the right one. And there we have tranquility, and it's harmonious in action. And this seems to be a calm situation as well. You know, this person is really calm in this ocean, and there is no need for anxiety or something. And this seems to be like something happened in your week, in your last week or in your last phase, where something was coming up that put you in a space where you're a little bit anxious and a little bit stressed about something. And that's not what's needed right now. What's needed is your calmness in this boat to collect all the parts that you need to create your next phase of your life. And the most important thing is to breathe and to stay in your tranquility that comes with it. Because often we try to act, and then we try to act again and do this and this and this. And that's the invitation to always take a moment, take a breath, and be quiet in this place of where you collect and where you build your new life upon. That's really beautiful. So just an invitation to breathe. There's nothing to do. Be the person that you are, because there is so much you can bring into this world, and that's what this card shows as well. These are your skills. These are your things that you bring to the table. He's just collecting it. It's not. It doesn't have to reinvent something. You are already there. It's already for you to pick, and this is beautifully connected to this tranquility card that invites you to stay grounded. Even with this tree card, stay grounded, and allow yourself the time to see where this is heading. Allow yourself to have these roots and to grow as a tree does, in a solid way. It's nothing. You don't have to do anything that is quick, I would say. You don't have to. And we want to have one of these as well. It's this one. Yeah, and this is the tension that I meant. This feels like this tension that came up. Maybe that's an offer that came your way that created a little bit of tension where you thought, oh, I don't know if I can do this, if I'm able to do this. And I can tell you, yes, you can. It's a win-win situation. It's full moon in Libra. That's really beautiful. It is telling you, yes, please step back for a moment, keep quiet, keep your tranquility. Take a breath. You have all you need. This quincunx is something that is creating the tension, because it is a little bit out of, I would say the offer you got was, you didn't expect to get it. It was a little bit like you got an offer that you didn't expect would come. And that is interesting, because that's where you can learn that everything you have in this ocean is worth bringing to the table. Everything is worth being a part of the next step of your journey, where you create your life that you really, really want to live. And I think there is a lot that you bring to the table, because that's what you do. And what I didn't mention is the fifth house. This is your creative house. You are the highly creative. So whatever came up that put you in this moment of stress and in this moment of tension, because you thought, oh, I couldn't combine these things. And this is what the quincunx comes with. We have the idea that we cannot combine it because it's so different. But that's not the truth. The truth is that you are the creative. And whatever you want to do in this moment, whatever you bring into this moment, is a creation. And that's where you have to let yourself off the hook. There is something you have a really big expectation for yourself. And that's where you can lean into your own, this is like in your own harmony, in your own breathing, come back into your own center. You will always create something with it. You have always ideas to create. And these balls were connected by this person. And it's like seeing he has a lantern in his hand. You can see all these spheres in the ocean, and then he collects them, and it takes its time. And then he goes back onto the shore and builds something with it. So he has a lot of time to look at this creation that comes with it. And trust yourself. This is about trusting yourself that all of these spheres will build something really magical. And they are, because this is like this win-win outcome that shows up for you. That is the promise that something will be in balance. Although you don't know yet what it is. You don't know what to build with it. You don't know what to do. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you just have to stay open to your own creation and your own ability to create. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in life, that life puts the right spheres into the boat. You already have it. You already have the skills. So can we know what this is leading to in the life, in the next 7 days of the life of pile 1? What is coming up for them? What does this mean? Wow, that's really lovely. Can you see that this stepping into your own intuition, stepping into your own action, and being grounded in yourself leads to success? And this is a success that you really long for, because you didn't have it in the past, I guess. So that is That is your ability to create from a place where you have a deeper knowledge, and that's where the High Priestess comes in. And we have the Nine of Pentacles as well. We have these cards that show us in this that there is a knowledge inside of you, and that's really important. That's you creating from this place of your knowledge, of your spiritual knowledge as well. Creating from these places where you have all of these skills that come from different places, of course. Maybe that you have a couple of skills in 5D world and a couple of skills in a spiritual way, right? And you have skills on the 3D and you have no idea how to connect them, but that is coming. And there is this is evolving. What happened that put you in this place where you say, oh, I can build on this. And I don't know how, because I don't know how these areas can be connected. And to trust your own passion, your own creativity, that you will create a win-win outcome, because you will. That's what is seen here. Success is coming. Even on a monetary level, there is something heading your way that is putting you in a place where you have the resources you need to create from it. And they will ground you. And this is what the Queen of Pentacles comes with. She knows, right? She knows how to get the resources. She knows what to do with her resources. She knows, and then we have the High Priestess. That's a deeper knowledge that comes with it. You tap into your own intuition and then are doing the right action. This can even be a person coming into your life that creates a stability or an area for you where you can receive the success that you need and create the abundance that you really long for. And this is the longing for being this grounded person, and you will, because that's what's showing up here. The win-win situation and the win-win outcome is the thing that will come up. So just take a breath and allow yourself to trust yourself and to trust in life. Does pile 1 to have to know something that they have to do, accept this? and I can tell you, pile 1, this is really a beautiful week. It's ahead of you. That's ahead of you, because that's really something where this is just an inner stress. It's not an outer one, because that's maybe there are parts of your skills, parts of these spheres you are collecting for yourself that seemingly don't belong together, but they will, because you are able to create something really magical with them. Does pile 1 have to know something for this, to do something to make it fit? Yes, let go of the sorrow. This is coming with the letting go of old sorrows, and this is maybe something that is connected to an old pain. And this is where this I want to put it here. It's like an old pain that reminds you that something didn't work out as you wanted to. But it's not a fresh one. It's not this in this moment, happening in this moment. It is like something didn't work out, and maybe it was connected to love. Maybe it was connected to a relationship. Maybe it was connected to something you tried to make work and it didn't. And you have to let go, not of the thing, not of this sphere, of the thought about it, the story about it. That's what you have to let go, and allow the creativity that is is working for you right now to do its work. Because you can create something you really, really want. And it's coming with you being highly creative to connect things that seemingly don't fit together. But you make them, you create them in a different way. You know, it's like rearranging the cards, rearranging something to make something happen. And you can connect things that seemingly, that allegedly don't fit together. But you can make them fit, because that's you collecting all your skills and let go of this stressful thinking. It's connected to a story. Whatever that means for you, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about here, but I think that something, and I would say this clear, I think that something in your past didn't work out. And now something came along that remembered you, that reminded you of the past, and it offered you something to get into the place again. And now you think, I don't know how this works, because last time it didn't. And it seemingly does not fit together. But you have the fifth house, you have the creativity to make something else out of it. To add something, to distract something, to take something off it, I don't know. So to rearrange the parts, rearrange these spheres, and make it happen, because it is about win-win outcome. It's about you being of service, and don't hold yourself in this story because you had a different you had a different approach to this. Now you stepped into this place where you try to get in balance with all of these spheres, and you try to get something in motion that will create a stability for yourself. And it will work. Let go of the story. Let it die. And trust the process, trust the spark, and trust this Prince of Wands, this idea of, yes, I can do something with it. I can do something with it, and this is because I love it. All of it. There is your heart involved now. And maybe last time there was your mind involved, and this is your heart is involved. So whatever that is, Pile 1, step forwards. Allow yourself to experience this another time from another perspective, from a creative point of view, and allow yourself to create something really magical from this place where you can combine your spiritual abilities, your real world abilities to be in a leadership position, or in the deciding position, right? Where you put yourself in with all the passion that you have and all the longing that you have for the stability and your wish fulfillment, and it is coming. This is stability, this is working out, and this brings a lot of resources for you if you let go of the old story and allow yourself to collect all these skills and create something magical with it. Shuffle again. Shuffle again and think again about the things that can come out of it. And that's so beautiful in this, I can see this now in this dragon card. Can you see all these dots that are coming out of it? Because it is coming from the place of tranquility. It's not coming from the place of stressing out about something, thinking yourself in a circle. It is being quiet and allow this to unfold. And then all of these dots came out of this, and this is for me like a sign of all of these signs, all of these creative ideas will come out of this moment of tranquility. You have a beautiful week ahead, Pile 1. That's really lovely. And I think it is, that's it, you know, that's your reading. Because it is stepping into the love of all of it. Love is the glue in this. The spheres will connect in a specific individual way. And if you stay in this love for all of these things, you will create something really magical that is amazing for all that are in this process. So that's really win-win. And I want to have a closing card for you. And I take one of these. Oh yeah, there is your card. And we have this one. Medicine of the Divine Mother. Choose your divine medicine to feel grounded and peaceful. Your morning walk, daily prayer or yoga class, your time to dance each evening or meditate, to do an oracle card reading or sit quietly with a cup of tea and reflect upon what you are grateful for in that moment. Simple daily routines done with awareness allow you to feel my love for you. Yeah. That's the tranquility that comes with these moments where we step back and where we don't allow our mind to jump in and we trust life, trust yourself. That's, you have everything that is needed to make this work. Thank you so much, Pile 1. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing if you feel to. And maybe you can share your story in the comments. That would be lovely. Thank you so much. And I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 2, to your reading. You chose the card of Gravity. And this card talks about groundedness. And it talks about being grounded. And we see a lot of animals on there. And we see this woman sitting there and being calm in this place where she is. And she has two butterflies on this. She's like, she's not sitting, she's just like held up by the butterflies, and all these planets around there show that everything is held by gravity. Everything is dependent on gravity as well. And we'll see what this means for your upcoming week. We have this one. And we have these. What does that mean for your upcoming week? And we have a hot air balloon, and we have a lily and a dog. And so that's a lot of, and you have a big dream, and you have a vision about your own harmony, about family, about loyalty that is heading into your life. And I think this is the question that you will be available to, or you will be able to answer this week if you stay in this moment of groundedness for yourself. Keep the vision and keep the vision alive, and move into this place where you can step into the next phase of your life, where you can have something like family and friends. So there is a big shift happening inside of you, and in the outer world is the big shift that feels like a miracle. And maybe there was something in your life that wasn't working as you wanted it to, but now it starts to work. That seems to be something that is, and we will see there is a miracle on your on your way. So, and it's about making a difference, right? It's about, this is the card that reminds you that you will make the difference, and you already did. And I feel that this speaks about oh, I think, oh, we have 3 of them. Okay, we take them, and we want to have, there we go. So it feels like this speaks of you holding your ground. This is like you did the work to get yourself, or to keep yourself grounded, and not to fly too high, not to get into different frequencies and different places for yourself. So you are true to yourself. That's what it feels like. You are true to your own harmony, to your own way of being, and you held your place there. You held your vision, and to look forward and to see into the place where you have your North Star and the things you really long for in your life, and you stayed with yourself. And with this, you made the difference. That is what seems to be like. This is this beautiful white and lilac dragon that is making the difference. And that is a really special being that we see here. And this is, for me, this feels like this is you. And life is just responding to you, because you held your own ground. You managed to stay grounded, although you were held by butterflies. What a beautiful image. She's totally calm. She's held by 2 butterflies. The animals are looking at her like she is defying gravity, right? And she is totally calm. She doesn't do anything. She just keeps her status quo. She just stays in this calm place, and with this she defies gravity, because she has these butterflies holding her up. That's what you did, and what you do next week as well, because you show your true colors, and that's magic. Can we know what? And that's, yes. Wow, that's really beautiful. And you can see that this is connected, and it's supported by the stars and by everything that is happening in the sky as well, right? In the planetary alignment that you have. It is supported by the moon. You are highly emotional in a really beautiful way, because if you stay in this emotional place where you can allow yourself to be this stable as she is, you step into the place where things can happen that seems to be magical. And this seems to be like something is coming your way that is like a collaborative offer, and it's changing the climate. That's what this card shows for me. That is changing your climate. And it's interesting because this person in the middle is as well like calm, staying in this place of calmness in the middle of whatever is happening in your life. And this can be even chaotic, but this person is staying calm in the middle of it, and in the center there is silence, and this is the perception. This is the moon card, allowing you to stay in your center, because it's you choosing how to look at something. And to have Aquarius in this whole thing, Aquarius isn't the most emotional sign, but Aquarius is the one who can have the 30,000 feet view from above and see the bigger picture. And I guess that something is coming up next week that gives you a moment where you think this is like a miracle that's happening, because it is creating something that you really, really longed for. That's like a wish fulfillment in your life, where something is coming up that is like wish fulfillment. And the full moon in Aquarius, and we have Aquarius again. Show the world the real you. That's this. This is the magical being that you are, creating something really special for other people and for the greater good. That is what the collaboration in Aquarius comes with. It's not an egotistical way. Showing the world that the real you is not egotistical. It is the specialness that you bring to the table, the uniqueness, and making the difference with it. Making a difference because you have a different approach. You have a different approach to perception, to your emotions, and that's what she shows as well, right? That's magical, how she is calm in this card. And there is the magic in here as well. There is the dream and the wish coming true, and this balloon is flying high above these clouds. If there is a situation in your life where you feel that you are afraid that something isn't working out, it is because you did the work. And that's she did the work. You know, there was something else, and all these animals looking at her, and there are a lot of different animals, right? This is like the whole world looking at her. You know, there is a chimpanzee, and there is a raven, and there is a bear, and there is a kangaroo, and there is a deer, and has big antlers, right? And there is a dog and a wolf, and I cannot see what's in front of this, but all these different animals looking at her and being astonished how calm she can be while these butterflies are raising her above the ground. Really beautiful. So whatever happens in your life, if you are stressed out right now, you will get into this place where you can see that it is your perception that gets you into the place of stress and anxiety, and this is your solution: to stay in the middle of it, stay calm, stay in the center and the eye of the storm. Whatever is in your life, just stay grounded, stay with yourself, and allow this to unfold, because there is collaboration on the way. There is something really, really beautiful on the way that seems to be a miracle, but it is a miracle that you created because you did the difference. You made it happen. You created the difference because you stepped into this, and you did a great job in the work you did. Show the world the real you. Yes, please. Show the world how this worked out. Can we know what pile 2 has to know for the upcoming week and what is happening in their life and what they can expect? We want to have these, and we want to have these as well, and maybe we take more cards. So what can pile 2 expect? It's the sun. It's new energy. That's what's coming up with you being the creator that you are. This is you bring your passion. You bring your new perception to the table, and then you have new ideas and new thoughts, and that's like wishes coming true and stepping into this pleasure that comes with it. Whatever that is offered to you comes with a lot of pleasure. And what do you have to know? It's not about competition. It's not about winning or losing. And maybe that's the thing that kept you in your fear. It's the fear of not being able to be in this competition. And it's about fear of failure. And I would say that's not the question. Failure that's the outcome, isn't the question. And that's something to think about. If you cling to the outcome, you keep yourself in a restricted area because you don't follow your North Star. And that's where we have the star and the sun. If you cling to the outcome, it is always the outcome. But it's not about the outcome. Even if you found a company, it's not about the outcome. It's about the passion that is in there to create it. It's about the creation. And it's about following your North Star to create something that is really magical. And you are highly spiritual, that I can see, because there's the star and the sun. That's your energy. And it's about the pleasure of creating. And the only thing that's standing in your way is this fear. And this can be even a fear of winning, it doesn't have to be the fear of failure. It can even be the fear of success. The deregulation is the same because it is about clinging to the outcome. And the real creation, and where we find our real pleasure and our real groundedness, is in the process of creating. So we have a question: what can pile to do to get this? We have a volunteer. To step into this strive, and this is not a strive with other people, because we asked about what is this about. This is about getting into competition with yourself. Not allow this to defeat you. And there she goes, right? She gets into this fight with herself to step into this and to face the things that you experienced in your life. And this is the old story. This is being afraid of being betrayed. This is the place where you have to step into the strife with yourself and fight until you get into this place. And this is the place of being happy to create, being there and creating magic. Creating something from the place where you are unique. And you can connect all of these dots. And that is really, really, really beautiful. Because there we can see that you are the magician. You can create all of this. You have to face these parts of yourself. And I want to show them again to you, because it's not about other people. It's about you. It's about you being afraid of success or failure. That's the same thing. It's clinging to the outcome. And there is this, and we have this betrayal, right? Where if you look at other people, of course you're afraid of being betrayed. You're afraid of stepping into something that will hurt you. And you have to get into the fight with yourself and with the different sides of you, to get ahead of them and to get into the place where you are happy creating this. This is it is interesting. It is a really beautiful week where opportunities will come. And these opportunities are so challenging. You are so used to challenges that are not fulfilling, where you didn't have the outcome that you wanted to have, that you are clinging to these outcomes and make it about failure or success. And that's not what it's about. It's about collaboration. It's about your own perception about your emotions, and then doing something magical with your own vision and with your own way of being in this world, and creating something really unique with your own magic, because you realize that this is about creation, this is about your energy, this is about your vision, getting into the next place where you can create something and feel really good about it, because it is happening. And it is the creation that makes you feel good, because that's your pleasure. Your pleasure is this focus, and this is the focus, right? Focusing on the creation that you are creating right now, and being the magician that you really, really are. And that's what this whole thing is about. It's about being fulfilled in the creation and never be connected to the outcome. Never. It's about creation. It is about being fulfilled, being grounded in the work you do, because you show up for the work and you face these sides inside of yourself that try to get you away from this, because that's like there is a part of you that doesn't want you to be in this place of pleasure and creation, because it is so used to being connected to the outcome. And that's where the gravity comes in again. She is held by two butterflies. She is totally calm in this place where she is. She defies gravity because she's not connected to the outcome. She allows this to unfold, and she's absolutely calm and fulfilled with it. Nothing to do. She has to create. She has to be in this place. And that's what you do. Remind yourself. Get into the fight with yourself. And get this part of you quiet that keeps you in the place where you are connected to the outcome. Because these are the greatest fears that we face. Being afraid of being successful and being afraid of failure. And that's always keeping us apart from the real creation that is our fulfillment. So hopefully this is helpful for you. I have a last card for you. And that's this one. And it says, the call of the wild divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are, rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at the deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. Yeah. That's what she does as well, right? Knowing without knowing and staying in this place of calmness. Pile 2, I wish you a magical, magical week, because it will be, and will bring up a lot of themes, but it is like your wish fulfillment in this moment. Stay with yourself and stay fulfilled in your processes, and not allow anything to cling to the outcome. Thank you so much, Pile 2, for being with me and for allowing me to read to you, and for liking and subscribing. And maybe you might be able to share something about your journey. I would be really curious about what this is about. Thank you so much, and I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 3. You chose the outer core, and I just put a goddess on her in case that someone thinks she is naked. you never know in those, yeah. I think it's okay like this, because it is like, it suits her well, I would say. So we see what this will be about. It is about keeping a fluid mind. Fluidity comes with being flexible and not having a rigid mind about something. And we'll see what this means. And we have these cards, and we'll see what comes up. What is it's maybe a stressful anxiety moment where you feel that something is triggering you. This might be something that is coming your way, that is triggering memories of being hurt in one point. And this can be even someone, of course, it can be someone communicating with you and being not as friendly as you want them to be. But we'll see where this is leading. But there is this sickle showing us that it is cutting something away, and the sickle is directed to the owls, and this is like communication and stressful thinking will be cut away by your center and your heartfelt way of being. And so that is a good thing, because it seems to be like you remind yourself that this is not the right way to move forwards. This is not the frequency you want to be in. You want to be in this heartfelt place. And I guess you get this moment in your week where you can do this. And this is really interesting, because this is the card that came out in pile 2 as well. So if you were drawn to pile 2, there may be a different message, or another message for you in there as well. So just for you to know that this is the same card that comes up, that came up. So that's really interesting, and I think even the owls were in there. So, and we'll see where this is leading. And we have this one, and I want to have a moon card as well. What does pile 3 need to know in this week? So I'll put them there. So and there is Mercury messages and abundance heading your way, and it might be that really something is coming up that gets you in a place where you are abundant from one moment to the next, and maybe that's something that is really coming up in an easy way through messages and through there's like the cornucopia, right? There is abundance everywhere in your life, and this can bring stress as well, because it's not about always, stress isn't about lack. And there we have it again. We have luck is on your side, so something will be happening in your life that seems to be a really lucky thing. So there is a big change, and this creates a stressful thinking as well, because it can create anxiety as well. This is often not about us being in stress. Isn't about lack or failure. It's sometimes it's about beautiful things as well. So deregulation, that's what this feels like. This is something really quick happening in your life. This seems to be magic. You make a difference in this because you are special in this moment and you are connected to your heart. But something big is coming up that brings a lot of communication, brings a lot of abundance, and it feels like luck is on your side. And it's new moon in Sagittarius, so it is on your side. It is happening quick. And just be prepared that this quick thing that will enter your life will bring up stress as well. And so in this moment, step back, take a breath, ground yourself, because we need our own self-regulation in bad moments as well as good moments, because that's how the saying is, right? It's like, oh, I am sad, yes, let it go. And I am happy, yes, let it go. And it's this balance in between that gets you in the flow, and that's what this fluidity wants to remind you of, that the flow is the flow. It's not important if there is much water, or there is really a big pond, there is a small pond. Everything is in flow, and that's what's needed in this right now. Cut away the stress, cut away the anxiety that comes with it. Luck is on your side, and luck can be something challenging as well. And stay in the flow, in the flow of harmony. You know, our resistance has different faces, and I want to give you an example. If we are in stress, you know, you can have different coping mechanisms that set in when you say, oh, I have to get myself in a place where I give myself something good. This can be an addiction, of a vice of any kind. And this is your resistance to the thing that is not working. It's the resistance to the feeling that comes up when we are frustrated. And it tries to get out of it, so it doesn't want to face this feeling, these emotions. It wants to do something else. And that's the resistance, trying to keep us away from the flow. The resistance doesn't want you to be in the flow. So there comes something up, and you give yourself a break, you give yourself something you want to do because it makes you feel good, it gives you a quick pleasure, whatever it is in your life that gets you in this. The same thing happens when you are lucky. If you get something really big, you get a promotion, really big one, or you get you win the lottery, or something like this, something really big and is entering your life, and you get deregulated in the same moment because resistance doesn't want you to be in the flow. It wants you to be somewhere else. It wants to give you the stress. So stress will come up as well and tell you that you have to do this and this and this and this now. And the vices come in the same way. It's the same door. So just to remind you, stay in the flow. Stay flexible in your thinking, stay flexible in your way how you approach things, because you make the difference. You are the one who is special. You are the one that is sitting on this magical dragon and creating something really great with it. Luck is on your side. Be sure about this. This is the new moon in Sagittarius, and this is Jupiter, and it is the ruler of Sagittarius. And at the moment, Jupiter is in Gemini, and Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So we have the whole transit situation here, where Jupiter isn't most comfortable in Gemini, but because it's working in a different way than Gemini is, or Mercury is, but it's lucky place where it is always bringing more of the luck that is in this place, where ever it is in your chart, wherever that is, it brings you a lot of luck. And you can tell what this is about, but it's coming quick, and brings you something you really long for, and you really this is heartfelt, this is really heartfelt, and I can feel that this is something that is really, really wanted by you. That is really and yeah. And there we have the Fool. Yes, being willing to take a leap, and this can even be someone coming up and telling you that they love you. This can be something like this, right? And this can be terrifying as well, because sometimes we have the old stories of being heartbroken, right? So what if you can let go? What if you can allow yourself to be reborn again? There is this moment of being reborn, being the trumpet, right? And to give yourself a break in your thoughts, and be available to challenge your own thoughts, and to see all of these things from a different perspective. See your experiences from a different perspective, right? This is what's needed right now, is to see yourself in all of this. So I'll take this and this. What does this mean for pile 3? What does this mean? Being the magician and creating your own outcome, and futility, letting go of the idea that something bad will happen. Give yourself a break and let yourself be reborn again. And that's really beautiful, because it feels like this phoenix rising. It feels like she's coming out of the water. That's like the same thing, just with a different element. It's like the fluidity that comes out of the water, and she rising out of this water, and she's rising with this phoenix again into the next phase of her life, to create something new with all of these beautiful magical abilities that you bring to the table. And maybe you have something like that I didn't think of, but now I do. Maybe you have in your chart a conjunction of Jupiter and Mercury. Maybe that is something that is happening in your life, and maybe it's in a lucky house. Maybe it is in the 5th house or in the 11th house, so that really luck is on your side. Maybe it is in Sagittarius, or it is in Gemini, or it is in Cancer, because it comes with these emotions. Maybe there is something inside of your chart that is connecting to these combinations of planets, and they have an intense combination with them, and now they get activated. And then that can create a lot of stress inside of you, because it is a lot of growth that comes up. But trust your own magic, that's what I would say, and trust this process where you let go of the old ideas of the mind, how the mind works, how you created with your mind, and step into this place where you can allow yourself to be the Fool in a way, in a really beautiful way, because it is so innocent. and stepping into this Two of Cups and stepping into the new thought where you just allow the mind to change, because you experience different things in your life and you can see the connection from not the thought creates your life, your emotions does, and how you direct and how you focus your thoughts create your emotions, and allow yourself to step into your heart. And that's what this for me is about. You are driven by love, and that's a really magical thing, because you have the heart really next to this magical creation and this uniqueness you bring to the table. And maybe that's the idea of Mercury and Jupiter, having the communication, the easy communication, and the belief systems and the higher learning at one point in your life, and creating from this in a really beautiful, unique way. And life is supporting you because luck is on your side. This is your moment, Pile 3. This is your moment of rebirth. So whatever comes up in this area where you have a strike of luck, in a way, whatever comes up, keep your balance, keep your fluidity, allow yourself to be fluid in abundance and in lack and everything. Like, be in this flow and be yourself. And she's divine feminine. So she is about this receiving mode. She is about allowing life to flow through her, allowing life to do its work on her. And the only thing that she has to do is to stay focused on her own flow and on her own fluidity and on her heart and her uniqueness. And then to make the trust fall, like the Fool does, into a new relationship, into a new collaboration that is really divinely guided. That's the Two of Cups. That's a soul connection. That is a connection that is really magical, and it is about the resurrection of yourself. It's the judgment call in this moment where you can resurrect yourself and move up like the phoenix. This is the moment the phoenix already burned down. This is the moment of rising. That's the beautiful card that is here, the rebirth. This is the moment of rising. It's not the moment of burning. And this is what you can trust in this moment. And maybe that's the fear that we see here, that this is coming again and I will burn again. This is the moment of your rise. And trust this, Pile 3. You are the magician in this. You can connect these areas of Mercury and Jupiter. You can connect the communication and the abundance of Jupiter, the higher learning of Jupiter, and the easy communication of Mercury. You can move beyond your limitations and stay grounded, stay in the flow with your own emotions, because life is supporting you in a big, big, big way. Pile 3, this is your reading. You are the magician. You are the rising phoenix right now. So that is really a magical moment for you, and I am really thrilled by this. What a beautiful reading you've got. And now we'll see. We have this card. And it feels like, yes, that can feel like it, right? It's like the luck, the thing is coming your way, and it is really a big thing. And this is like magical. Walls come tumbling down. To defend ourselves against pain, we can create walls of protection around us, sometimes without even realizing it. Those walls make it hard for love, life and joy to enter our world. Maybe we need those walls once upon a time, but now it's time for those walls to come tumbling down, because divine love wants to enter your life, your world. Divine love is entering your life, pile 3. And this can be the Two of Cups. This can be a divine relationship. Someone is coming into your life that is really challenging for your old stories and for yourself staying in this flow. But these planets are so supportive. Luck is on your side, and it seems like you will get it. And you will stay in this flow with yourself and with your love. That's really important. Stay with yourself. Stay with your love and your own magic, because you make a difference. You do. This is life supporting you. This is life supporting you in getting your stories and your mind in check, changing your mind about things, and allowing yourself to be reborn. You are a magician. Pile 3, that's your reading, and I wish you a magical new week. And this will be a magical week, because it is amazing. And maybe you can share with us what this is about. I would be really curious what this is about. And thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to read to you, and for liking and subscribing. That really helps the channel to grow. Thank you, and I see you soon.